when they come out to all the lights. Bring them out, bring them out. Here we go.
The boys of the varsity division, or I should say, these men of two of the top varsity division teams make their way out on the ice for the Suffolk County High School Hockey League season finale as the St. Anthony's Friars of 15-2-2 take on the Smithtown Hauppauge Bulls in an epic rematch to cap off the 2021-2022 regular season. Michael Andrew here, ready to bring you the action as always, alongside my partner in crime for tonight, Nick Quinn. Regardless, it has to be emphasized, regardless of the result of this game, whether Smithtown wins or St. Anthony's wins, the playoff seeding will not be affected. Because if the Bulls win, they'll improve their record to 13-6-1. And yes, although they will jump ahead in the standings, they will not move far. They will only move past Connecticut Sayville to take over 5th place. While St. Anthony's, a loss here tonight, will not do any damage to their second-seeded position, as they will, as in the case of a result like that, they'll finish 14-3-2, and it will still end up better than the record that Kings Park Colmac has, who currently has the 3rd place spot. So where everything currently stands right now, Northport and St. John, 1 versus 8. 2 versus 7 will be St. Anthony's versus West Islip. Those two matchups are already officially scheduled. The last 6 teams, or the last 4 teams, will be finalized after this game concludes tonight. If Smithtown wins, they'll jump from 6th to 5th and may have a date with the East Islip Chiefs for what would be a 3rd meeting this season. However, a loss for them will put them in a battle against the Kings Park Colmac Knights, a team that they both tied and lost to. And if they do get reacquainted, be aware for the Bulls to have plenty of motivation on their side to try to get revenge on Kings Park Colmac. So that is the trend for the 2022 playoffs. But before we drop the puck on that, we got to take care of business in this last and final game of the varsity season first. The warm-ups have concluded, and the final strategies are now being instilled on the players by their head coaches. Behind the bench for the St. Anthony's Friars. Let's start off behind the bench for the Smithtown Hauppauge Bulls. Dave Bohm. multi-time winner of the Suffolk County High School Hockey League tournament. As we get set to play hockey, and here we go. The Bulls and the Friars. Here comes St. Anthony's, activating the zone early. Trying to fix the clock issues. We're about to have played a minute here as bodies went careening to the ice in the neutral zone. Dave Boehm on the bench leading this Bulls power squadron. He looks for one last victory that will improve the seeding for his team when the playoffs begin on Wednesday. Robert Lund aims for a bounce-back victory after tying Kings Park Comac on Friday night to finish off the season with 16 victories. They're being slighted of maybe 17. Had they not tied the Knights and overtime tying thriller. It's this one. Going to be put home right there. St. Anthony's remains in the zone. Monteleone sends that shot carrying off a stick and over the net. This one's let out and pushed the other way by the Bulls. Noche, a chance, save, rebound, 2 saves. Ryan Berhardt robbing the Bulls of an early scoring chance. Jake Ahern. And again, Berhardt makes the stop. Minutes gone by. The Bulls have already tested Ryan Berhardt, who starts in net once again for the Friars. This one led in front, but it couldn't be put home past the Bulls starter for this game, Jake Citron. Back in the friendly confines, starting between the pipes for the Bulls after last week and the game before. Anthony Skakoza had the rights over him, starting for Smithtown Hauppauge in net. This one is touched ahead further, and it will force the Friars to reset as both teams bring out new reinforcements. This one is flipped in further and played carefully at the side of the goal by Citron. Now the Bulls will try to counteract the other way. Gahan lays this one off the boards and he'll try to chase it down. With Azara in tow, Gahan lays out his man, who took a hard spill to the ice. As St. Anthony's tries to muscle back in. Here's Cata. Dendria pitching in the corner, trying to get a hold of it. As the Bulls try to work their way out of the zone carefully. This one couldn't be flipped fully out as the Friars keep it in tight. Sabatino. And this one is further nudged to the end boards where the Bulls will get to it. Smithtown Hauppauge, try for the point, wide of the net. but it remains in the zone as Agavino sends this one. Just missing the goal. Kept alive by Smithtown Hauppauge. Down low, Kahan tried to lay it out in front, but no one was home to receive it. St. Anthony's pressuring in the corner. Now they get a hold of the puck. Couldn't flip it in deep, but they remain in the zone despite the missed forced play, as that was DeLugo sending it wide off the glass. Results in a chance for the Bulls as they come back the other way, but the play is put to an end after the puck is knocked out of or knocked over the nets. Anthony's. This one deflected off a stick, heading back towards the Bulls zone, and will go for icing. Jablonski. Cycle this one the other way. Bulls trying to come up with the steal. Josh DeBlanda denied by Burhart, who snags the puck in his glove. Amongst the heavy competition that Ryan Burhart deals with on a regular basis, sharing the goaltending rights with 4 other players. He's done his job to stay in the spotlight with the numbers he's put up through 15 starts this year. Making numerous saves on over 100 shots faced. That results in the amount of the average amount that he possesses, which is an impressive .240. But one of the best by a varsity goaltender, as one player got pile drive into the end boards. As the physical elements of this contest show here in the first. So the only other goaltenders besides Ryan Burhart that have started for the Friars were Joseph Demetriou and Dominic Feeler, as Noche sends that shot carrying wide of the cage. Led forward and pushing ahead is Gerard Nealon, back in the lineup after missing in action on Friday night. This one couldn't be stretched forward to Trites. He gets it across, chance, score! Bulls strike first, Thomas Doyle. After 15 games played, now his 16th, Doyle still rules. 6th of the year, and his points total now accumulates to 14, where he stands 2 behind Luke Signoretti for the 4th most points by a Bulls player this year. Andrea trying to muscle past the defense to no avail as the Bulls take it back. one is airmailed ahead, but couldn't be led forward by Andrea, and another player got flung into the boards. That was Bobby Trite sending Gavin Cotta for a ride as players begin to converge and get acquainted in front of the benches. Here's Feza trying to angle it forward. Pardon me, that was Signoretti trying to get it onto the stick of Ahern. This one couldn't be flipped out fully as the Bulls keep it inside the zone. Icing calls. We already touched down on Ryan Burkhart that started for the Friars. Let's take a look at the stats Jake Citron has presented. An incredible goals against average through his 11 starts. As he comes into this contest, stopping a lot of the 70-plus shots he's faced this season. That has resulted in as I emphasize again, a very impressive and incredible goals against average of 173. Jake Ahern trying to toe drag through the defense, and he was put to a stop by Olamia. Bodies continue to bang away inside the zone as Ahern works it back to the point. Pirro through traffic, save, rebound, save! And the fire begins to brew inside the crease. Jake Ahern involved. And both players suffer repercussions as a result of that. Gavin Cotta in the box for the Friars. No penalty or no power play for either team, as this will go down as coincidental minors for Cotta and Ahern after that brief skirmish in front of the net. This one is wheeled wide to Palma, getting to it, fires one on goal, and that one was stopped by Burkhart. Friars trying to navigate back in the zone, and the Bulls stand their ground and further push it back down the ice. Gahan chasing after it, muscling his opponent against the boards. That was Dylan Cochran on the receiving end of the physical play by Gahan, and then Cochran shows his muscle against Azara. Andrea trying to plug away for St. Anthony's. Jack DeLugos got pounded to the ice by Matthew DePalma. And we get more action here in the first, as these two long-time rivals, are back at it on the final day of January. Jake Citron making his 12th start of the season, coming in with an incredible 173 goals against average. He's looking to exceed that number by a lot more, or improve that number by a lot more. Drive from the point, Agavino with the trigger pull. but nowhere to be found was the deflection to put it home. Josh DeBlanda on the draw. One. Almost wheeled back in front again. St. Anthony's coming up with it, but the Bulls steal it away as they try to set something up inside the Friar zone once more. That chance negated by Burkhart. Another try from the point. Couldn't be reached in front as the Friars push the other way. Monteleone. Frustratingly, got stopped right there by the Bulls. It looked like he was going to retaliate after being slowed down. Here he comes back in, or pardon me, that's not Monteleone. Monteleone's driving to the goal. That is Andrea chipping this across. Late man Cochran, and Jake Citron flashes the leather. Handy-dandy glove work of Citron coming to effect in the late moments of the opening period. Final 3 minutes of play for the first of three. Bulls counting away the Friars as they're leading up. Their lead 1-0 as Jake Ahern almost makes it 2-0 right there as that chance skittered wide. Ahern slams this one back behind the goal, almost cleanly on the stick of Bobby Trites. St. Anthony's coming up with a possession once more. This one is sauced carefully out of the zone. Gavin Cotta will try to race in and get it, and it's turned over. Friars trying to flex their muscle to the goal, but the Bulls put a stop to any of that. Here's a chance breaking out almost for Luke Signoretti, and he's hammered in the corner boards as the Bulls almost get one to convert. Back in front as Trice sends it back to the top. Another chance across as a battle is ensuing between the two captains in front of the net. A drive one-timer by De Palma, and it's caught in the catching glove hands of Burkhart once more. Just under a little bit, it's a little under 2 minutes left in the first period. The lone goal recipients taking the draw for Smithtown Hauppauge. Players beginning to joust away in the end boards. Doyle comes up with it, gets it across, Rook sends it wide. Those two almost connecting right there for the Bulls, and that would have been the second point registered by Doyle tonight if that one was executed perfectly. Out it goes and went forward. Dylan Smith charging to the net, and he sends it wide of the goal. Smith trying to continue that streak of scoring in consecutive games. As this one almost got jammed in right there on that desperation feed. Bulls gain the zone. Thomas Doyle fires that one, and it goes wide. Nealon trying to poke it out of the skirmish right there along the half wall, but Rook keeps it inside the Friar zone. Sipley gets a hold of it. Stashes this one off the boards and onto the stick of Jablonski. Jablonski tripped up, and this will result in a penalty. Pardon me, that was Brady Monteleone drawing the call. Dylan Smith tobogganing to the nets as he almost scores. just before the Bulls can touch it to begin the first actual power play for either team tonight. Tripping against Jake Brook. And St. Anthony's will activate the power play units. Coming into this contest, converting on 14 power plays this year. It would be a miracle if they could break the record that West Islip currently holds, which is 19 power play goals by a team this season. But I don't think that's going to happen here tonight, as the power play will carry over to the second period with the Bulls leading 1-0. The temperature in this facility has died down by a lot, but there's one thing that's for sure, is that the temperature in this contest has only risen after that very close first period, with Smithtown capitalizing on the only goal. This should be an even interesting second period, with St. Anthony's beginning the next 15 minutes on the power play for the first minute and a half. Brady Monteleone gains the zone, drives hard to the goal, rebound. Jake Citron may have made the stop as he was sprawling across to make the play to deny the Friars from scoring on the power play. Lugos resetting for the Bulls, or for the Friars inside the Bulls zone. Lugos slams this one off the boards. Coming in to get it is Rowan. Rowan had trouble getting it forward. This is a chance maybe for Peter Petito, but he ran out of room as the puck was too far ahead of him. And he chose wisely, as if he went in with a little bit more speed, that could have ended ugly between him and Ryan Burhart. Chance in front, and that one couldn't be touched home right there on that opportunity by Cata. Another try, stopped by Citron. And St. Anthony's will go 0 for 1 on the man advantage. This one couldn't be flipped out of the zone and onto the stick of the exiting man out of the penalty box for the Bulls, as the Friars still control it. Monteleone gets the shot off, but it was blocked, and the Bulls get it back. Sabatino has the plant up on the right side, and he fires it into the glove of Burhart. 18th game of the year for Sabatino, and he is always a threat when he has the puck on his stick. Stats may not show it, but the clear evidence says otherwise. He's got a heck of a release when he has the chance to fire it home. Giveaway right there. Bulls have it. Noche got it over. Signorelli sets it back to the point. Chance on goal. Rebound. Couldn't be stuffed home in front by Noche. Now Drukula will poke it forward. Trying to charge in past the defense is Ahern. Friars come back. But the Bulls remain in the zone on the Friars. Misplay as they fail to exit the zone. And Jake Ahern will reset for Smithtown Hauppauge. This one is touching further. Trying to get a hold of it is Signoretti, and he gets tied up in the end boards. Friars. Pressing on the gas now is Smith. Smith, look out! Dylan Smith going cartwheeling over the Bulls player that made the hit. Bobby Treitz, curl and drag attempt was pretty, but the finish could have been better as he was not able to cash in on that opportunity. DeLugos can't exit the zone. Signoretti has it. Signoretti sends it across, but no one was home. This one is flipped out of the zone. DeLugos takes it back into familiar territory, and it's stopped by Citron. Action picking up some steam here in the second period. The spread is still 1. Signoretti able to circle this one out of the zone, and a 2-1 chance maybe developing for the Bulls. Save again by Burkhart, as this time he gets the better end of Thomas Doyle. Lugos trying to pull it back on his forehand, and it results in a giveaway. Bulls coming up with it as they try to push back in the zone. It's Signoretti dropping it in deep. Treitz chasing it down, trying to get a hold of it. The Friars maintain the possession, and it's led in further. D'Andrea and Cata. DeLugos coming into the picture. DeLugos gets a shot off, and it stuns Citron. Unfortunately for him, the Bulls escape the zone, and that shot may have caused a damage to Citron's equipment as he currently moves the mask to adjust maybe the straps that may have gotten undone from that shot by DeLugos. Now he's ready for the next draw. 5 minutes gone by. No team has yet to score this period. Icing called. Just a few of the travel player products that are in the lineup tonight for both squads. Nicholas D'Andrea has the Long Island Red Royal sticker on his helmet. Patrick Rowan, you just saw the Arrow sticker on his helmet. Dylan Cochran trying to wheel this one out of the zone as the Friars try to tie this thing up. Brady Monteleone, chance in front on the rebound, couldn't be stuffed in as the Bulls find a way to survive that sequence. Izara lays it on the stick of his man. Shot from the tough angle is denied. Rebounds, Ryan Burkhart. Kick save and a beauty. This thing still remains a one-goal game. Azara tries to fire it cleanly to an open man, but instead it inadvertently pushes the Bulls back in their own zone where they will reset. Here comes the hard-charging, hard-shooting Matthew DePalma. DePalma in on Rowan, and he destroys him! Matthew DePalma, absolute destruction. And the penalty to the Bulls as a result of the expected response from the Friars that must have been intercepted by Guarino, who finds himself sitting in the penalty box for the Bulls. So Guarino hit with the roughing minor, and St. Anthony's will get another stab on the power play. If they're failing to capitalize the first time, they'll try to go 1 for 2 if this one converts. Bobby Trites and the Bulls off to a good start there as the Friars find themselves in the different zone, but here they come back in familiar territory. This one sent across. DeLuca's trying to get a hold of it, had trouble corralling on his stick, and it results in a clear for the Bulls once again. Alan Truklo couldn't whip this fully out of the zone as it bounced off a body in front, not allowing it to be knocked out for a full clear. DeLucas back on it, gets it onto the stick of Cata. Cata trying to shake through the defense, but the Bulls stand their ground once again. Jake Ahern fires, save, rebound, and that chance skipped wide off the backhand try by the captain. Smithtown Hauppauge has been successful on the special teams penalty kill units, converting on 6 goals. Short-handed as they try to make it a 7th in their 20th game of the season. Almost a pickpocket play right there at the side of the net, but unfortunately for the Friars, they get back in the zone. Nice move by Monteleone, but he sends it wide. 15 seconds left on the penalty, and the clock is stopped. Ryan Burhart signaling the returning man out of the box. And the Bulls kill off both penalties. And there was another massive hit thrown at the side of the net. As this game continues to get heated up. This game continues to get heated. Bodies continue to bang away. Oabia hounding Gahan. Everyone converging along the wall, trying to get a hold of it as Tommy Azara got knocked hard to the ice. Refs say play on. This is dropped in further where Terry will get a hold of it for the Friars. Dangerously put it in front as the Bulls track it down. Azara in battle with Smith. Josh DeBlanda and Olamia. And there's more frustration from Josh DeBlanda. He didn't like how him and Olamia, and now we got multiple scrums. Multiple scrums developing on the ice. The initial penalty was going to go against Josh DeBlanda for the retaliatory slash against Olamia. And then there was another altercation along the boards just away from the initial skirmish. So at the moment, Josh DeBlanda has the only penalty, which is for slashing. And just right after the Friars penalty expired, the St. Anthony's power play units will get another workout and make their way back onto the man advantage. So order's restored, but we may be in for a long night. DeLuca's almost converting on that. Josh DeBlanda will be out of contention for a while as now we get some interference in front of the cage. And more as Jake Citron was knocked down in front. Now Matthew DePalma responds on Citron's behalf. And more tempers. Thomas Agavino having a chat with Jablonski as the discussion among the players and officials continues to happen. Flipped in front, and we had another player who was at the bottom of the pile, causing a disruption for Jake Citron. And what we have here is another disagreement among the gentlemen on the ice. So, to get everyone all caught up to speed with the latest penalties that were handed out, Josh DeBlanda in for the initial 2-minute slashing call, but with the intent and the retaliatory act against Olamia, the intent of DeBlanda slashing Olamia has also resulted in him receiving an additional 10-minute unsportsmanlike misconduct. 12 penalty minutes in total for Josh DeBlanda of the Smithtown Bulls, which puts him at a disadvantage as he'll miss the better part of the third period in this regular season finale. One of the Friars players took a spill as he tried to defend the zone from Nicholas Noche. One player lost his stick. Crowd energized as these two rivals are raising the temperature minute by minute. Three power plays, 3 missed opportunities Friars still trailing 1-0. Nothing to score. Smithtown Hauppauge leads, and it remains that unless the Friars get something to go in the back of the nets. Nealon trying to march on. Friars gain the zone. Chance wide of the blocker of Citron. Terry more battling in front as this is led out of the zone. Gahan trying to knife it free. And this one got popped in the air, but settled down. Tommy Azara almost dancing all the way to the goal. And that one was pushed aside right there. Both teams continue to trade possessions. And the Bulls are still working the zone and doing everything they can to get more goals against the Friars. Terry's chance denied. Rebound, Cata. Back-to-back saves by Citron. Ahern, minute and a half to go. Jake Ahern couldn't dance through the defense right there. Gavin Cata. Lost to Ahern. In comes Noche out of nowhere. Nicholas Noche fires this one from a tough angle. It remains in the zone. Almost put home at the side of the net. Noche trying to spin it back in front, but he was under heavy pressure. Andrea. And trouble finding the zone, but Jack DeLugo stayed back in front. Save, rebound. Jake Citron. He's at it again. Another big play made by Bulls starting netminder as he keeps his team in the lead. Most importantly, keeps a very prestigious shutout intact. One thing's for sure, Jake Citron loves shutouts. He's got 3 of them this year. This one is bounced around in the neutral zone. And Signoretti finds the possession back in the Friars' territory as Smithtown Hauppauge plays around with it before Doyle dumps it in deeper on that wrist try. And the Friars pop it forward, and Jake Citron ends the period with another stop. 15 minutes away from shutout number 4 as the Bulls stay on top 1-0. two captains meet at center ice to kick off the third period. And we'll have a do-over. Jake Ahern, Jack DeLugos. Third period underway. Agavino. Friars back with the possession. Rowan sauces this one ahead, but it couldn't be received well by Cata. DeLugos. Trying to break free from the clenches of the Bulls. Smithtown Hauppauge has done a very good job in just pounding away at these Friars. Andrea muscled into the boards right there. Cata nearly collided with his man. Nicholas D'Andrea dips the shoulder, gets to the goal, and he's stopped by Citron. And some more disagreeing in front of the net. Nineteenth game in the season for Nicholas D'Andrea. 17 goals, 17 assists, and a team leading 34 points on his season resume. Almost put home right there by the Friars. Smithtown Hauppauge chasing it back, committing a turnover. Bulls firing wide right there. Monteleone trying to gather it back on his stick. As Smithtown Hauppauge gets a hold of the possession once more. Sabatino on to Azara. Gahan had trouble controlling that one, and he threw his man down in the process. Trying to get a hold of the feed, still hounding down the Friars. Monteleone able to escape and push the other way. Brady Monteleone able to dance around the defense, but he couldn't finish the job right there. The Bulls remain out in front. The puck remains inside the zone until there. Terry nudges this one in further. Devani will regather it for Smithtown Hauppauge. Almost dangerously lost control right there. Columbia trying to make an impact for the Friars. And Lentini steps in there to try to break it free. As players begin to converge in the corner boards. Ahern able to get a hold of it. And the Bulls work their way back into familiar territory. Here comes Jake Ahern with the chance. That try was blocked in front. And now Terry will try to work his way back in the other zone. And Smithtown Hauppauge keeps him at bay. Nudged further along. Friars trying to play it with caution inside their own zone as the Bulls are coming in high. Lugos. Patrick Rowan, number 88. Rowan cruising in the zone, tried to send it across to someone, but no one was home to receive that feed. Bulls exit the zone. Jake Ahern got knocked into by Cochran, and those two start sparring away in the corner. Meanwhile, Rowan and Bobby Trites got tangled up as the Bulls try to get another opportunity. Matthew DePalma sending that one wide of the goal. DePalma. Smithtown Hauppauge. Turn it over. Lentini dancing to the goal. Save made Citron. Rebound. And Jake Citron stands up for himself and takes a couple swipes at the Friars captain. He didn't like the extra poke, and there's the result. Now we'll see if this will have any repercussions. Does not seem to be any penalties being handed out by the officials. Definitely a different type of atmosphere compared to the previous meeting between the two squads. Blonsky plays this one in the zone. Now Truklo will regather it for the Bulls. Agavino is bouncing around, and Trites comes up with the possession. Trites under pressure from Rowan. Doyle, man with the only goal tonight, trying to make another impact for his team. Friars back in the zone. Kata. DeLugos driving back into treacherous territory. DeLugos almost got that feed, but the Bulls took it right back. Chance in front, couldn't be stuffed home right there. Agavino fires that one, and it was stopped by Berhart. Under 10 minutes left to play. This one continues to be bounced around. Bulls from the top, stopped in front. And it's knocked out further by the Friars, but Smithtown Hauppauge gets back on the possession. One player got knocked down before the Bulls got back in the zone. That chance denied by Berhart. Monteleone couldn't get a hold of the feed. Sipoli having to pirouette away from the pressure before sending it ahead to that man, Joseph Montini. Montini gains the zone with a shot, and the save is made again by Citron. And more chattering and disagreeing among the combatants as Brady Monteleone got engaged with one of the Bulls players, and it's going to cost him some time in the box.
Dude, that's sick. Mike is watching VR. This game. So it's like he's here. Mike's watching in VR.
No penalties appearing on the big board at the rinks. They go down as coincidental minors. Jake Ahern finds the zone, gets it across. Chance on net, and it's stopped by Berhart. However, there will be another penalty here, and maybe more. Jake Ahern, Dylan Cochran having a disagreement. The initial penalty was going against the Friars. And luckily for the Bulls, that after the whistle skirmish, or whatever you want to call it, doesn't get them into trouble. Instead, they're rewarded with the power play. first of the night. Jake Ahern fires, and this one went wide. Friars trying to force their way out of the zone, but it's taken back by the Bulls. Peter Petito. Had trouble navigating through the pressure, and the Bulls have to reset. A minute and a half remaining on the man advantage. Under 8 minutes left to play in regulation. Still time for St. Anthony's to change the narrative. Palma and Ahern trade feeds. As this one slammed down low, and Tito will handle business before he got dropped by Olamia. And if you're the Bulls, you want to keep your composure and not have any tendency to retaliate. Drive by De Palma goes wide. Dylan Smith makes this one out of the zone. This will chew up some time against the Bulls' power play unit. DeBlanda. That's driven into by Smith. But DeBlanda gets back on it, sends it forward. Bulls back in the zone. DeBlanda trying to slam it in there. 3, 4, 5 slashes as Josh DeBlanda trying to get the rebound consecutive times. And we'll see if this will result in any penalties. It doesn't seem like it. Seconds left on the Bulls' man advantage. St. Anthony's does their job at killing off the time against this Bulls power play. Zara got it onto the stick right there. Mount Drew in front. Gahan sent it over the goal as he parked himself perfectly in the slot, but misfired when it meant most. This one is laid in deep by D'Andrea. Kata hounding his man behind the goal, continuing to battle away. Then Thomas Agamino threw a hit on Kata in response to his teammates being in the vulnerable position. Now Kata and the Friars with Monteleone leading the charge, get the zone, or get back into the zone. But the Bulls jump on the possession once more. Here comes Smithtown Hauppauge, and a heavy collision between Vincent Cipoli and Bobby Trites. And no penalties on the call. Heavy hit thrown by Ryan Pirro on his man. The hits keep on coming, and the emotions keep on rising. Thomas Doyle, Trites, Doyle, Trites, save Burhart. Under 5 minutes left to play here in regulation. Nicholas D'Andrea tried to squirt through the defense right there to no avail. D'Andrea at the side of the net, being hounded away and under pressure, being handed pressure by Pirro as Monteleone tries to kick it free. It's trapped under the sticks and skates of Pirro and Doyle as the Friars trying to get an opportunity to go. That chance got blocked in front by Pirro. Friars bounce it back the other way. Smithtown returns the favor, but the Friars intercept and throw it back in deep. 4 minutes left to go. Doyle saw the hit coming and avoided it. Jake Ahern driving in, but he couldn't finish the job. St. Anthony's knifing this one out of the zone as Smithtown Hauppauge pushes it back in familiar territory. Ahern springs this one around the boards. Josh DeBlanda loses his footing, and that results in Berhart making the stop. A mishandle, a attempt by Josh DeBlanda causes him to blow a tire and fall into the boards. But luckily, no damage done to him as he remains on the ice for Smithtown Hauppauge. Under 3 minutes left to, just over 3 minutes left to play. You got to wonder when head coach Robert Lund is going to pull the goalie. It's got to be soon. Cochran, DeBlanda, get reacquainted in the corner boards. DeBlanda, Jake Ahern, one-timer, wide of the net. Rebound got caromed back in front, but it couldn't be stuffed home. As St. Anthony's will try to get a hold of the feed, but the Bulls are not backing down. Smith pushing the other way. Dylan Smith couldn't dance around De Palma, and the Bulls get back in the zone. De Palma, or Ahern, got it across. Chance on goal, and that one couldn't be touched home in front. Terry got dragged down, and there won't be a penalty against Smithtown Hauppauge. Smith got charged into right there by De Palma. As we approach the 2-minute warning of this contest. Noche wafts this one in deep off the glass, putting the Friars in a tough spot. But back in they come as this one is laid in deep off the blocker of Citron. Lamia banks this one off the boards. It couldn't be received cleanly by Dendria, but despite the misfeed, he gets the shot off and it was stopped by Citron. Bulls going the other way again. Save made by Berhart, rebound. Smithtown Hauppauge couldn't come up with it. Gahan. More battling in the zone. Zolugos sends this ahead, but it misses his target, and it results in an icing. Only one goal has been registered in this game so far, and it was scored in the early moments of the first. The man who scored that, Thomas Doyle. Josh DeBlanda narrowly scoring the second goal. And the traditional timeout on a team who's down late in the game is called by St. Anthony's. I speak for all the masses that are here and are watching at home to say, I don't want this thing to end. This has been too fun. Will waits for the extra attacker for St. Anthony's. There goes Burkhart to the bench. 6 on 5 now, under a minute left. No icing called here. Giveaway, chance, score! Tied game! Gavin Carter on the mishandle in front! Oh my goodness! Heartbreak on Long Island! It stays alive in the zone on the clearing attempts by the Bulls as St. Anthony's is going to touch this for the icing by the Bulls. And we'll have a face-off draw back in the Smithtown zone with 4 seconds remaining. Everything gone for the Bulls, just like that, as they were just a little under 20 seconds away, or a little under 30 seconds from winning this game, and we go to overtime. And for the second time, overtime on LI Sports Network features the St. Anthony's Friars. St. Anthony's has been in the most overtimes out of all the varsity teams this season. They've only been victorious in 1 out of those many overtimes. What will the result be here tonight, as both of these teams finish off the regular season when this is all said and done? Montoyon trying to hunt it down, and he's being pinned up against the boards by Petito. And again, Smithtown Hauppauge trying to steal it back, which they do to Blanda. Had a man ready to feed it across to, and instead it's St. Anthony's gaining the zone. Brady Montoyon or Lantinio D'Andrea, whoever that was, they got the shot attempt off. Came very close to winning it for St. Anthony's. Bulls motoring the other way. Jake Ahern fires, and that one was blocked by that man Patrick Rowan. St. Anthony's going the other way now. 2-on-2 erupting. D'Andrea tried to dance around the defenseman right there to no avail. Jablonski will pick it up for the Friars. Jablonski slamming on the brakes, but he stopped at the wrong time, and the Bulls have the possession once more. Agavino off the boards, but too far ahead was his receiver. The target in sight goes off sides. And again, we have another face-off draw. Montoya. Kata. Dylan Smith. Working in the zone, but not through everyone. Popped ahead. Soccer received right there. It was settled on the skate of Monteleone impressively as St. Anthony's tries to bounce it forward. Monteleone gets it on his stick again. Brady Monteleone, one of the most dangerous forces of the varsity division. Jack DeLugos turns it over as he tried to tightrope the blue line. Could he be the hero? He has the only sudden death overtime goal for the Friars this year out of their 4, now 5th appearances in sudden death. Gavin Kata will get to it first before Agavino. St. Anthony's, Rowan tried to get it on net. Jack DeLugos, save, rebound, loose in the crease, and Jake Citron comes up with it. And the Bulls exhale.
Game of the year, last night of the year. 132 people were watching.
Closing in on the final minute of play. The final minute of the varsity season, regular season, the final minute, I should say. Gavin Kata, the man that changed the story in the final minute of the third, with 32 seconds left on the clock. This chance from deep from DeLugos is stopped in the body of Citron. Not one person in this building is sitting down. They are awaiting a frantic finish. That's if one of these teams can convert before the buzzer sounds. Bobby Trice, dumped to the ice by Nicholas D'Andrea. Tripping call. St. Anthony's and Bobby Trice. Or at first it looked like the way the official was pointing, it looked like he was gesticulating a diving call against St. Smithtown. By the way he was pointing at the penalty boxes, it looked like he was pointing one box each, but that is not the case. Nicholas D'Andrea, 2 minutes for tripping, 42 seconds left on the clock. Thomas Doyle on the draw for the Bulls. Peter Petito, Matthew DePalma positioned at the points, awaiting for the puck if it comes to them off this draw. Doyle able to win it, but the Bulls are forced back in their own zone. Petito led forward, Trice, across the middle, Trice has to circle back to the top. Trice lays it across, drive to Palma. This one skips wide of the cage. Under 20 seconds remaining. Petito fires off the post, off the bar. 10 seconds left. Bulls, one last chance. Trice wasn't there to put home the rebound. And that's gonna do it. The season ends in a tie. An exciting game concludes with both of these records putting a stamp on a memorable varsity season with another tie in their win-loss tie records. That was fun. luckily, we get to enjoy this all over again. That's if we get to see these two teams meet in the playoffs. For now, we're signing off. Mike Calandra, Dylan Smith, Vinny Matsula, Nick Quinn, gearing up for Wednesday night's varsity playoffs right here on LI Sports Network. Get home safe. See you next time. Good night.